Okay guys, how to find the periods of the functions, the periods of combined trigonometric function like this one. To find the periods of the combined trigonometric functions, first we have to find the periods of each function. Where we will find the period of each function. After that we have to find the least common multiple for these two periods. Now on the example, as you see, we have this one. The period of each functions are what the period of the first function is, as the degree is odd, it's what, 2 pi, and the period of this function, as the degree is odd, we have to divide the 2 pi by 3. And then these two are the periods of these two functions, sine cube x and cosine cube 3x. Now the period of the period of this function is just the least common multiple of these two periods. Least common multiple, that means the smallest number that can be divided by 2 pi and 2 pi over 3. Yeah? Now to find that number, we will use this rule here. The smallest, least common multiple for two fractions, for two rational numbers, for two fractions, is the least common multiple of what? Least common multiple of dividends of these two fractions, and greatest common divisor of the divisors of these two fractions. Okay, that means here least common multiple of, okay, and here we have least common multiple of 2 pi and 2 pi over 3, and 2 pi is in here, 2 pi over 1, and 2 pi over 3 in here. To find the smallest number that can be divided by this one and this one, we have to find the smallest number that can be divided by 2 pi and 2 pi. That is what? 2 pi, yeah? And we have to find the greatest common factor. That means the greatest number, the biggest number, which we can now 1 and 3 can be divided by that number. 1 and the greatest common factor, greatest common divisor for 1 and 3 is what? 1. Then 2 pi over 1 it's what? 2 pi. Then 2 pi. Then 2 pi is the period of our function. Okay, now let's show another example. Okay, here we have 3 and now cosine these two functions. First we have to find the period of each function. Yeah, the first one, as the degree is odd, we have to divide the 2 pi by 3. The second one, but in here we have the cotangent function. The degree, we don't look at the degree because no matter it's odd or even, we will divide the pi by the coefficient of x. It's what? Pi. Now to find the period of our function, we have to find the least common multiple of 2 pi over 3 and pi over 5. Yeah, and to find this one, we have to find the least common multiple of 2 pi and pi, and the greatest common divisor of 3 and 5. Yeah, the least common multiple of 2 pi and pi, the smallest number that can be divided by 2 pi and pi is 2 pi, and the greatest common divisor, the greatest common factor of 3 and 5, it's what? 1. Then it's what? 2 pi. The period of our function is 2 pi. Okay, let's show another example. Okay, now let's solve this one. Okay guys, now here we have three function combination of these three function. We will find the period for each three function. T1 it's what as the degree is even for cosine, if the degree will be even, to find the period of this one we have to divide the pi by 3. Pi by 3. Now the degree now, but for cotangent the second one we just have to divide the pi by 2. Now the third one is sine function. To divide to find the period of the third function we have to divide, as the degree is odd, we have to divide the 2 pi by the coefficient of x, it's what, 5. Now we have to find the least common multiple of these three periods: pi over 3, pi over 2, and 2 pi over 5. That means we have to find the least common multiple of pi, and 2 pi. Here the greatest common divisor of 3, 2, and 5. Oh, it's also the least common multiple is what? 2 pi. The common divisor, greatest common divisor is what? 1. So the period is what? 2 pi. Also in here, period of our function is what? Is 2 pi. Okay, now, so in the next lesson we are going to solve. Okay, now